my name is Andrea. I'm a certified health coach. I work for a company called Take Shape for Life. Take Shape for Life has a very specific logo. This is it. This is their logo. Okay? I think it's very pretty. It's very pretty colors. It's light blue and dark blue and green, and it's not really a grass green. It's kind of like a lime green. And everything that you get from Take Shape for Life has the logo on it. This is what comes in your first order. It's a folder, and it has different printed materials about how to do the program and living beyond your weight loss within the program. Habits of Health Lifestyle magazine with, that on there. And even your food journal has the Take Shape for Life logo on it. My business cards have it. My website has it. It is what it is. It identifies Take Shape for Life. And I think that it's a beautiful logo. It looks very harmonious to me. It's cyclic. It looks like it has motion. Motion? Yeah. It sort of reminds me a little bit of the yin-yang. Little bit. I actually had a profession that utilized Chinese medicine in another lifetime. And I have studied Chinese medicine pretty extensively in my early 20s. And this is not necessarily this. Although they look pretty similar, don't they? They're not. Yin-yang has to do with light and dark, hot and cold, up and down, east and west, outward and inward, sick and unsick, sort of. It goes very, very deep, very, very deep. Acupuncture and actually all Chinese medicine is based on degrees of balance. Degrees of balance. One cannot live without the other. It's a little bit Buddhist. Anyway, it does look similar to this, but it's not. A lot of people like to represent the yin-yang symbol, and I don't even think that they really think that way. I think that they just think it's kind of pretty. But from a very young age, I knew what the yin-yang symbol meant, and I do believe in yin-yang, but this is very, very different. This is basically identifying trilogy. There's 3 colors there, and the 3 colors or phases are swirling into each other. And it's not just, blue, green, dark blue. They go into each other, and they point in a direction. It goes clockwise, which I like, because I'm a little weird that way. There are a couple of different ways for you to think about Take Shape for Life's idea of trilogy. This is probably one of the first things that you would think of, which is the green part is the plan and program, which is basically the 5-in-1. Eating the MetaFast meals 5 times a day, and then having one wholesome food meal containing your lean and green, nutritionally balanced. If you want any information about that, just hit me up down below. And then using a health coach, the dark blue part there. And then also having that health coach help you learn the habits of health so that once you are beyond the weight loss phase and you have gotten your body to an ideal size and weight, we can then work on the health beyond that. Habits of health, meaning making proper choices in the future about your food, about your lifestyle, about your exercise, about your sleep, about your finances, about your profession, about how you view your family. Now listen, I'm not a therapist. I don't get paid to be a therapist, I'll say that. But we are not therapists. Certified health coaches generally are not therapists, but we do live it. We help people strive for an optimal health state. And so even though this isn't the color and this isn't the shape of the logo, this is basically what it means. It's healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances, and then the goal is to incorporate all 3 together. Kind of like, the green dot in the middle is, kind of where we want to be. Incorporates all of this stuff on the outside and then that on the inside. And so right from the beginning of my relationship with Take Shape for Life, I knew it, that this was going to mean a lot more to me than just a logo that they print on their little magazine, okay? It attracted me right away. The fact that it hinted at motion, but yet there was a still dot in the middle, for something about it really attracted me. And I had to take that into consideration because pretty much my entire life I've had really good intuition. The people that are in my life know this. They know that I have a gut feeling that is usually pretty good. It's usually pretty spot on. I have made some pretty serious decisions about my life without talking to people about it because I didn't feel it was necessary. Because when the higher power, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, speaks to me, I have very large ears. I listen. And so when the Take Shape for Life thing happened a year and a half ago, I knew that it was the right thing to do. I knew it right from the beginning. I didn't have any doubts. I've said that in a video a couple months ago, but I'm just saying it again. I did not have any doubts. And so because I was so sure of it, I did something pretty drastic. I had my hip replaced. I can do anything. I can do anything. Okay, so now you're gonna say, you're crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy. It's cool. I've always been crazy. I'm crazy in a non-dangerous way. You would think that I was the kind of girl who would have been getting tattoos since I'm 17 or 18 years old, but I haven't. I was not that person. While all of my friends were getting roses on their boobs and Metallica, tattooed across their ankle and, a heart on their finger and all that kind of stuff, I just knew that getting a tattoo was a very, very, very big deal. It's forever. It is forever. Even if you get those things lasered off, they're still there. When my husband and I were not yet married, we were together for about 3 months. And I turned to him, and it was Easter morning. I'll never forget it. And I turned to him and I said, I want to get your name tattooed on my body. And he turned to me and he said, I want to do that too. Meaning my name, not his own name. Because, by the way, people who get their own names tattooed on their body is kind of funny. Anyway, so we actually went ahead and did that. How crazy is that, right? I am crazy. So for 3 or 4 months after we met, we got each other's name tattooed on our hip. It's something that people don't see. It's only for the two of us. It is not a declaration of love towards each other for the world to see. It's a declaration of love towards each other that we see. And that's very important to us. And 4 years ago, I had my whole back done. I found an artist who was willing to do original work, because sometimes tattoo artists are not willing to do original work. I found somebody who had an interest in reptiles, snakes specifically. And I looked at his previous work and I decided that he would be the right person to sit down with me. And it was a sit-down session of what I wanted. And he listened to me and he listened to my story. And my children are named after snakes. And so he took 2 or 3 weeks to research for me a viper and a cobra intertwining themselves on a cherry tree branch. My spine is the cherry tree branch and the 2 snakes are spiraling up, and the smaller cobra is looking at the viper, which is larger and above, which is my older child. And the older child is kind of, or the viper, is looking up at me. And then it has their names at the bottom. So that was a very special event for me. That was 4 sessions of tattooing, 5 sessions with the, with the initial, the consultation. It was expensive. And it was almost a religious experience. Hitting those points on my spine was amazing, amazingly painful. I love it when people ask you, oh, you got a tattoo, did it hurt? So that's my other tattoo. And then you guys saw the video where my husband and I did this, and obviously this was in the same session. So, yeah, I did it. And I gotta tell you, I'm very, very pleased with the work that the girl did. I'm very, very pleased with the placement. Unfortunately, I guess, for everybody else, it doesn't matter to me. Unfortunately, it's a little difficult for me to show it to people. Because if you're looking at me, I kind of have to go like this a little bit. And then it stretches and it like changes shape, which is kind of cool. Actually, it looks like an eye, like that, okay? But the most important thing is that when I look at it, I've got right here. And I can look at it, and it's in a perfect shape, it's perfectly round, and the center dot, I can touch it, and that's my spot. That's what centers me. The center of this shape is in my center. Everybody has a spot on their body that they subconsciously sort of touch to get themselves grounded and bring them back to earth. This is mine. And so if I had made this so that it was convenient for everybody else to look at it, it would not have been where it needs to be. And I need it to be here. And so I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and it's completely healed. And I am still madly in love with it. And that's good, because it's there forever. There are people, I've met people and I've known people who as soon as they got a tattoo, they were just like, ew, I shouldn't have done that. No, I don't feel that way at all. At all. Because even if the Take Shape for Life thing doesn't work out in the end, which I can't imagine that it wouldn't, it would still mean something to me. This will always mean something to me. This was my way out of a very painful relationship with my former profession, which was massage. Now, I'm not saying that I'll never be a massage therapist again, but this helped me not walk away from the massage therapy profession with a bad taste in my mouth, because I knew that I was walking into something beautiful. Yeah, it's like a big deal, you know? It's a big deal. I'm not gonna get emotional. It's the same reason why I got my husband's name tattooed on my belly, on my hip, because, funny enough, I got that hip replaced. Anyway, because I knew, even after just being with him for 3.5 months, I knew that he had made an impact on my life that was gonna stay with me forever. Forever. He is one of the most special people on earth. So to have his name here, and my children's names and representations on my back, and my wedding date here, and Take Shape for Life here, it feels very right. It feels like a breath of fresh air. We are 1 week away from getting on a plane and going to Florida and seeing everybody at the Take Shape for Life National Convention. If you're not going, that's a bummer. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're going a day early. We're gonna be flying in on Wednesday. So if you are also coming in on Wednesday, maybe we can hang out on Wednesday night. I think that's the only night that I don't have stuff planned. Let's do it. If you're gonna be in Florida, July 8th through the 12th, hit me up. All my information is below. Bye. Maybe we can turn this into a tattoo review channel.
my next tattoo, take shape for life, right?